I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency. It's also possible to have more than one large reserve currency, and there have been times when that was the case. And
do you believe that there can be two existing world reserve currencies to simultaneously exist?
I do, and I think that could happen. I think it's quite realistic that a lot of the world is just done with the dollar as the reserve currency.
This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for a couple decades.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly up. We know we are the only game in town. And guys, I'm going to be doing lives every night until my birthday, which is September 7th. So I will see you tonight where I'm at right now, guys. The internet is slow, so bear with me. Now, we did have a few altcoins which got a slight pump over the last few days. But guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which were slightly moving up on Friday. Right now, the dollar is slightly pulling back. We have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Bitfinex holds Bitcoin on its balance sheet. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 1.57 trillion, and we know we haven't seen it that low in a while. And we know we heard from Jerome Powell that that fund is set there for Janet Yellen so she can put back those retirement funds. But, guys, we have the Fed meeting the 19th and 20th, and we know across the globe, a lot of these central banks are still raising rates. The inflation that we see now is all about corporate greed. But we see a lot of the emerging markets turning towards stable coins. And guys, we know that's all part of the plan. Now, don't forget to watch the video I did last night, guys. We definitely have over $2 trillion coming into the market, but they're going again to all the big corporations. When we receive that AI pump, you're looking at the top 6 corporations receive majority of that money. And this $2 trillion probably will go to max the top 20 corporations. So remember, in order to destroy this legacy market, in order to destroy the American economy, they have to destroy small business. And we definitely seen small business being destroyed. And with small and medium-sized banks being under attack, we know that hits small business, which increases unemployment. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with a solution. And we know that's the machines and the programmable money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $21.4 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have London Stock Exchange to create traditional assets trading platform on blockchain. So guys, we have the London Stock Exchange Group exploring how blockchain can improve traditional asset trading. And guys, we know everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And we know that's the reason why I played the Larry Fink video. These ETFs are so important because it's the easiest way to tokenize the stock market. Now we have DYDX token approved to become native asset of upcoming DYDX chain. Also, guys, we have Bybit debuts AI-powered trade GPT for market analysis and data-driven Q&A. And guys, we know these corporations have been embedding AI, these algorithms, for about 20, 30 years. But now we're going to see all these companies start to embed it if they want to be incentivized. We know the whole game is all about money. That's the reason why it's so important to understand the technology. Now we have Australian lawmakers send back crypto bill. But guys, we know this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. Remember, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We know all these countries are moving over to this digital transformation. and they will all have crypto regulation. But we know when it comes to Australia, they're leading the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have FTX moves 10 million in crypto, sparking fears of potential sell-off to come. And guys, in this fourth quarter, we got Mt. Gox, we got FTX, and we know the big corporations in the fourth quarter lay off, cut costs before the new year. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, guys, we have China's central bank says that digital yuan must be available in all retail scenarios. And guys, we know China controls the economy. So if they tell their people they're going to be using a digital yuan, we know that's what's going to happen. And we already know they have WeChat, Alipay that is easy to embed. And we can clearly see the digital yuan backed by that digital SDR is going to be another world reserve currency right along with the United States until the dollar dies. Because we know with the Belt and Road and all those countries, you can clearly see what's about to happen. But unfortunately, we know the masses are distracted on things that don't matter. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.